Hi and welcome to How to Sing. And today I'm gonna explain a song which is very famous, and in all countries all over the world it's sung by a lot of artists, from cover bands into the professional productions where covers are played. And the song is called Somebody to Love of the famous band Queen. It's a difficult song for the male singers, and I would like to explain how to tackle some of the difficult parts in this song. Let's go into the first part of Somebody to Love. Okay, let's start with Somebody to Love. It is a pretty difficult song, but it is okay, and it's pretty... well, if you know how to tackle the difficult parts, it's gonna be not that hard to sing Somebody to Love. We're gonna start at the beginning. It starts with the word can. Now, you can choose from different angles how to approach a note like that, because the height is this, can, but you have a choice, right? You can go for can, which is sort of like head voice, in our system character number 1, or you can go for the full note, can, which is character number 3. But you can also sing character number 2, can. Well, that's a choice, but I'm going for number 1, which Freddie Mercury actually also does. Here we go. Can anybody find me somebody to... So the choices that I made was I start with a head voice, can, and then I go to chest voice, anybody find me somebody to, and then the backings go, love. So we started character number 1, can, character number 2, anybody. So that's the beginning. Well, that's not that hard because the hard part is coming up. Let's move on. Piano part. Each morning I get up, I die a little, can't bear to stand on my feet. Take a look in the mirror and I cry, Lord, what you doing to me? I spend all my years in believing you, but I just can't get no relief. Lord, somebody, ooh, somebody, can anybody find me somebody to love? Okay, till here. Okay, this whole part is not, well, of course, it is hard work, because you're always working with energy, right? So coming from the stomach, I am always like, the abdomen muscles in my stomach are always tensed and working hard to get these notes produced. But it all starts with this and you use the vowel oo from character number 1, because an oo is easy to sing in character number 1, which is head voice. And then it goes into this chest part. Each morning I get up, I die a little. You feel a little bit of the stomach working, and you push the volume out. Each morning I get up, I die a little. Now don't be afraid to be loud, because on the word I and die, the sound really gets out. We go to character number 3, because the beginning of this chest voice part is character number 2. Each morning I get up, each morning I get up. So what I'm actually singing is each morning I get up, and I don't sing get up, because if I would sing get up, it would open up. Each morning I get up, but I think that's too loud for the beginning of the song, so I keep it in character number 2. Each morning I get up, and then we'll go for die a little. So I can also make a choice to make the I also a little bit open. So each morning I get up, I die a little. So I open up. Now, as you see, there's a lot of routes that you can take to as a lead singer, you can choose from different characters. Now, in Vocal Essence, as I earlier on explained, we have character number 1, 2, and 3, and these are the 3 characters that you can always choose from. So if I choose character number 2, which is restrained, each morning I get up, I die a little. I hold it all back, right? If I go for 3, each morning I get up, I die a little. Then it's pretty big, but the combination is each morning I get up, I die a little. I open up, right? So you have choices, and it's not that the choices that I make, that these choices are the only ones you can take, because there's different ways to sing a song like this. But I'm making the choice 2 into 3. Each morning I get up, I die a little. Cool. We go to the next part. Here we go. Oh, wait. Each morning I get up, I die a little. Can barely stand on my feet. So now, as you heard, I go to 1, right? Can barely stand on my feet. That's a choice. But I can also go to 2. Can barely stand on my feet. So it's up to you what you like the most. But I think we should go for character number 2. It sounds like this. So I started character number 1 with the ooh. Each morning I get up, I die a little. Can't barely stand on my feet. As you heard, I keep it in a 2. Can't barely stand on my feet. I'm not singing stand, but I'm singing stand. Can't barely stand on my feet. You even hear the word can. Can barely, can barely. There's a big difference there, right? So the open A says can barely, which is character number 3, because I go for vowel E. But if I want to keep it a little bit back into character number 2, I go for the vowel I. Can barely stand on my feet. You hear me sing, can barely stand on my feet. Can barely stand on my feet. And you can give a lot of power to that kind of sound. So my choice would be character number 2. But if you feel that it has to be number 3, feel free to go for character number 3, of course. In the second part of this verse, take a look in the mirror and I cry, Lord, what you're doing to me. You have this choice between 2 and 3. My choice would be character number 2. Take a look in the mirror and I cry, what you doing to me? Because I want to keep it restrained, because I know that later on in this song we're going open to the full notes, to the number 3s. So I want to keep my audience a little bit anticipating for that moment where you really give it your all. So you just experiment with character number 2 or character number 3. So if you want to, you can look at Vocal TV. There is one movie about Vocal Essence, our singing method, where we completely explain what is character number 1, what is number 2, or what is number 3. And when you check that out on Vocal TV, please be sure that you know the exact vowel placement, because it's all about the vowels. Now we move on to a little bit difficult part of the song. Each morning I get up, I die a little. Can't barely stand on my feet. Take a look in the mirror and I cry, Lord, what you doing to me? I spend all my years in believing you, but I just can't get no relief, Lord. Somebody, ooh, somebody, can anybody find me somebody to love? Okay, well, there's a lot of difficult parts in this song. Let's go for the part where I had to take a look, what you doing to me? I spend all my years in believing you. I spend all my years in believing you, but I just can't get no relief, Lord, somebody. So I hear a lot of singers that have difficulties with that part, like the Get no relief, Lord. The word relief is a tricky one because the E is always a little bit constricting. So what I'm actually doing, I'm changing the vowel into I. I go for relief, a little bit exaggerated. So it's a lot of I with a little bit of E. I just can't get no relief, Lord. Leave, which is not leave, because too much E would constrict my voice. I go for I. Leave. I hope you can copy that. But just approach the note from the vowel I, which is really important. But before that, but I just can't get no relief. And then you go for Lord. We have two choices, in my opinion. We can go for the open vowel, Lord, which is open and free, character number 3. Or we go for the restrained vowel, Lord, which is holding back, right? So the vowel in a 2 would be Lord. In a 3 would be O, Lord, with a little bit of ah, Lord. So what's going to be your choice? Is it going to be in the 2, I just can't get no relief, Lord? Or in the 3, I just can't get no relief, Lord? I don't know, man. It's up to you. Just make your choice. All right, on to the next part. Lord, what you doing to me? I spend all my years in believing you. I just can't get no relief, Lord. Somebody, ooh, somebody, can anybody find me somebody to love? And you can actually hear me switch from chest voice to head voice. Can anybody find me? I go into character number 1 on the vowel E. If I would take a 2, can anybody find me? I go for I. But if I go for the open vowel, can anybody find me? I go for A. So, once again, it's up to you what you choose as a singer. But if we look at what Freddie did in the original, he goes for the head voice or character number 1. Can anybody find me somebody to love? So he's really going for that 1. But it's not like you have to do what Freddie did. It's up to you as an artistic artist. You can make your choice on your own. So we have 3 choices. Character number 1, B. Character number 2, me. That's vowel E. Or B. Open A. Up to you. I work hard every day of my life. I work like my bones. At the end, I take home my heart and pay on my own. I go down on my knees, I start to pray till the tears run down from my eyes. Lord, somebody. So, if you are a little bit, getting used to this character stuff, you can hear me make different choices in this second part. Let me take you to the difficult part of this song. Lord, what you doing to me? I spend all my years in believing you, but I just can't get no relief, Lord. Somebody, what do you want to do with that, Lord? Do you want to keep it in a 2? So you keep it restrained on ah, Lord, which is ah with Lord, or open O, Lord, which is up to you. But remember, you cannot use a 2 vowel and then sing in volume 8 or 9. It's impossible. If you make a choice to go for character number 2, you have to obey the volume, because a sound like vowel will never let the volume get in. So if you go, Lord, this is the maximum volume I can give on an O. But if I go for O with A, Lord, I can be so much louder, which is not the goal. But if you want to be loud, you have to go for the vowel that is in character 3. In this case, an A with an O. Lord, I'm sort of like Lord. Lord, can you sing that? Lord, Lord. That's character number 3. If you go for 2, Lord. Try on Lord. I hope it worked. But now you feel the difference, right, between 2 and 3. Both of them are great, but you have to obey the rules. In 2, you cannot be louder than 7. In 3, you can be really loud if you want to. Okay, let's go on. I work hard every day of my life. I work till I ache my bones. At the end, I take home my heart and pay on my own. I go down my knees, I start to pray. Well, it's okay because the backing vocals are taking over a lot, right? But you have to sort of like, don't get too mixed up with all the backing vocals and the music that is going on in this beautiful song. So please focus on the lead vocal, right? So the vocally hard part is my heart and pay on my own. That part, right? So if you go for the word pay, it's actually ideal because in character number 3, there is the vowel A. So pay is actually, inviting you to go into character 3. My heart and pay on my own. You can go there if you want to. You can also keep it down. My heart and pay on my own. But let's, for now, pretend that we want to go up. My heart and pay on my own. I go for the open A. I give it all I have. I don't hold back in volume. Pay on my own. You have to go for that full note. If you keep it back, your voice will flip into character number 1. So now you probably hear the distortion in my sound, right? So there's this crispy sound coming up. I can also make it clean. My heart and pay on my own. It is clean, right? But I can also give it distortion. My heart and pay on my own. It gives more the Freddy sound. Now, how do you do that? I will explain to you how you use distortion in another movie, but for now, it takes a lot of energy, and think a little bit of in the A. So the vowel should be in A. Pay on my own. When you go for more there will be added a little bit of twang, and twang is what we need to sing a distortion. Hopefully you still understand how I work. Anyway, so we have tackled this. My heart and pay on my own. And I hope it works for you as well. Let's move on. I take home my heart and pay on my own. I go down my knees, I start to pray till the tears run down from my eyes. Lord, somebody. Now remember, we sang that Lord before too. But now I'm going for character number 3. So in the beginning, I went for Lord, but now I'm going for the open 3. Lord, because we are further on in the song, we're heading for the solo, so we can give more as a lead singer to introduce Brian May into this solo part. So I'm going for character number 3 on the word Lord. I will show you. At the end, I take home my heart and pay on my own. I go down my knees, I start to pray till the tears run down from my eyes. Lord, somebody, ooh, somebody, can anybody find me? Somebody to love every day. Okay. Cool stuff. So, wow, what a song, right? So, well, that open sound is so nice to sing, and it gives me so much energy to do so. But why does it work? I will explain to you. Because the vowel that I want to sing is O, from somebody, right? Somebody is a closed vowel, which takes me to character number 2. But I want to be loud and open and free. So I choose a vowel from character number 3. In this case, that's like the A with a little bit of O. So it's some. Because if you go for O, which actually is the word some, it closes down and it sort of like, well, it doesn't hurt, but it restrains actually, it holds back. And I don't want to be held back in this part of the song. I want to be loud. So I check out character number 3 in our vocal essence systems, look at the vowels that I can sing, and I go for ah with a little bit of o. Some! You can make it whoa! You can go for the open position. Now, I'm gonna sing it for you. You check out my vowel, right? Here we go. Can anybody find me? Here we go, 3. Somebody to love every day. So I'm only thinking ah-oh, right? I want to stay open all the time. So somebody to love. Somebody to love. So you see my mouth is not changing the vowel. Somebody to love. You need that ah-oh sound to be able to be free and open. I hope it works for you. It takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of power. Don't hold back. Don't be shy. Give it all you have. Place the right vowel because it all starts or ends with the vowel placement. All right, let's move on. Love you every day. I try and I try and I try, but everybody wants to put me down. They say I'm going crazy. They say I got a lot of water in my brain. I got no common sense. He's got nobody left to believe in. Something like that. Okay, well, typical Freddie part, I would say, where the sound of Freddie is thriving. I think that is the word that I should use. What I actually use a lot when I sing a Freddie sound is the vowel. I think a lot about the vowel eh. So, but everybody wants to put me down, right? You can go for, but everybody wants to put me down, which is actually the musical part. But if you want to be a little bit more rocky, you go for eh. But everybody wants to put me down. You go for ow. There's a lot of eh twangy. Everybody wants to put me down. Try to let the distortion just come, because distortion only comes when you have the guts to go for it. Everybody wants to put me down. Just give it a shot, okay? With a lot of energy. And I completely understand when you think, oh my God, Robin, how do you do that? It's impossible for me. But please book a Skype lesson at vocalcenter.nl because they can explain you how to do it if you cannot make it on your own. But please try to go for the snappy, let's say a little bit witchy sound. Everybody wants to put me down. You can make it really rocky when you go for eh. And remember, when you use a distortion, don't go too loud. Don't be too loud. It's not the volume that you hear, it's the energy that you hear. Everybody wants to put me down. You can really do that. I know you can. Just give it a shot. Okay, of course, the timing in this song is also a difficult one, but you can rehearse that from the original. Well, there's a lot of things going on. I'm just going to show you. Now remember, look at my mouth, listen to the sound placement, and grab the energy, because there's a lot of energy all the time. My stomach is tensed because I have to sing this powered, rocky notes. Here we go. The eh is leading. Every day I try and I try and I try, but everybody wants to put me down. They say I'm going crazy. They say I got a lot of water in my brain. I got no common sense. He's got nobody left to believe in. Yeah. Well, hopefully you dig that I'm singing eh as much as I can and giving it a lot of twang. All right. The solo is beautiful, but we're not going to listen to this because we are here for the singing. Let's go. So we have the solo, and then we're going to into the chorus, actually, and we're going to sing one long, some love, I believe. Let's check it out. Here we go. Love somebody. Ooh, can anybody find me somebody to love? Now remember, I'm not going for love, I'm going for la as much as I can, because you need that ah to be able to get into character number 3. Okay, then we have the got no feel, got no rhythm, can just keep losing my beat, on and on and on. And then in the end, and then you have this which for some male vocalists is pretty hard to do, but if you have a head voice and you know where to find it, the vowel oo is ideal. As you can see in our method in character number 1, we have 3 vowels that you can work easily with, which is oo, I, and u. In this case, we have already met the I, but now we are meeting the oo. So, oo. Stay on the oo. Don't try to be loud in this note because it's not that high in a head voice. Ooh. This is about it, what you can do when the backing vocals are singing all kinds of stuff. Well, it's ending like actually the original is ending, but most of the time what I hear with cover bands is that they end the way that George Michael ended in Wembley when they did this concert when Freddie died. He did it actually brilliantly, but he sings it a little bit different than what Freddie has done before. But most of the time the cover bands stop with somebody to, and then you go right? So again, there the trick is not to think love, but go for love. Open ah is gonna be your lifesaver in a note like that, a power note like that. Look at character 3, see there is the ah and the o, you can mix them up a little bit, make the ah bigger than the o so you can be really open and loud. Hopefully this helped you. Remember, there is a video on this channel where you can see Vocal Essence explained. Please look at that video, try to embrace the characters and the vowels that are connected to the characters, or actually the sound placement that is connected to that character, because you're really gonna need it and you're really gonna benefit from it when you exactly learn how this exact sound placement works. I hope you had fun. I did with Somebody to Love, and especially for you, my dear, dear viewers, I'm gonna sing Somebody to Love especially for you. Here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna sing for you Somebody to Love because you were so patient with me on the explanation of how to sing this. Now remember, I might choose a few different characters than I explained in the video, because what I really want you to understand is that you always have a choice as a singer. You can choose character 2, character 3, or maybe even character 1 if it fits the circumstance. As soon as you get acquainted with character 1, 2, and 3, you can play along with it, right? Play around with it actually. So let's see what happens if I sing for you Somebody to Love. Can anybody find me somebody to each morning I get up, I die a little, can't barely stand on my feet. Take a look in the mirror and I cry, Lord, what you doing to me? I spend all my years in believing you, but I just can't get no relief. Lord, somebody, can anybody find me somebody to love? I every day of my life. I work till I ache my bones. At the end, I take from my heart and pay on my own. I go down my knees, I start to pray till the tears run down from my eyes. Lord, somebody, ooh, somebody, can anybody find me somebody to love? Every day I try and I try and I try, but everybody wants to put me down. They say I'm going crazy. They say I got a lot of water in my brain. I got no common sense. He's got nobody left to believe in. Solo. Lord, somebody, ooh, can anybody find me somebody to love? Anybody find me someone? Got no feel, got no rhythm. I just keep losing my beat, but I'm okay, I'm alright. I ain't gonna face no defeat. I just gotta get out this prison cell. Someday I'm gonna be free. Lord. And then you get this whole backing vocal stuff, right? So I hope you had fun listening to me when I'm singing Somebody to Love of Queen. It's a little bit of a mixture between what George Michael did and what Freddie did in the way that I sing it, but it's all up to you. Just remember, learn the three characters, learn which vowel placement suits which character. If you know that as a singer, you're on your way to make your own decisions in any song you sing. Thank you so much for watching How to Sing on Vocal TV, and I really hope to see you in another episode. Bye bye. Abonneer je nu op Vocal TV.